get behind this movie so that we can tell a new generation of Americans and people around the world about how one person really can make a difference in a crisis and save the course of civilization. This movie is about a young man who responded to the calling of his country and yet ended up doing much more. It was right after the biggest war in all of human history, World War II. The historic city of Naples, Italy, lay in ruins. Only 17 years old and only a seaman first class, young Tom Degidon noticed decrepit elderly people squirming through rancid garbage for food to eat. He noticed a bunch of young people approach them and immediately beat them mercilessly, almost to death, for the very garbage they were eating. He did everything he could to protect the elderly, force them to stop. A disturbing thought occurred to him. What if these young people had babies at home that they had to feed? So after a sleepless night, he woke up with an epiphany. So much food would get thrown away. It occurred to him, what if we didn't throw this food away, but rather stored it to distribute it peacefully to the people to eat? He told all his friends, boasted about his plan to save the situation, until finally one of his friends sent him to the first gunner, who set up an appointment in the quarters of the captain on the U.S. Port Smith. The captain was very impressed, and within days it became policy on the U.S. Port Smith that all food uneaten would be stored up, distributed with churches to the towns, fed to the people, and in short order, the rest of the Navy followed suit, and the Army followed the Navy. In 1946, the U.S. military all throughout the world was feeding people with excess food. When you look back and think about that moment in history, the moment that saw the first nuclear weapons used, and the Holocaust and the unthinkable horrors that happened there as well as in Japan, and you contrast that with a simple young man coming up with a clear idea of how to save civilization by responding to human needs. This is what this story is about, and this is why it's a timeless tale that can speak to any young person today facing the crisis of our own time. So would you like to be part of history in the making? Join our team. With a contribution of $50 to $100, your name will be memorialized in the credits of this animated film. If you contribute $100 to $300, you will get a free DVD along with mention in the credits. If you're one of our top supporters at $300 or more, you will get a free screening of the premiere of this movie, plus the DVD and top mention in the credits. So, come on board. The train is leaving the station. This movie has the power to transform hearts and minds, as well as educate young people on critical moments in history. It can give inspiration, so will you help empower us to empower the world to save civilization through stories like this, to help give people vision, wisdom, and guidance?